Hey, don't let your mother smell that beer on your breath. She'll take it out on me.
Hi, I'm Annette.
And I'm Craig, and this is your parents' beer review.
Hello.
And this is the first one of,
A few.
I think it's the first one in the new year that, well, maybe the second one. We haven't published the other ones yet.
I don't know, but
It's
all
been a
we're going
while.
to say is that we are fresh back from Pliny the Younger.
Yeah, we went there the first day, monsoon season in California.
That's true. We got there at 5:30 in the morning.
Got there at 5:30 in the morning. There was already a line that went from the beginning of the entrance, at the entrance, went all the way down to the corner and went around to the parking lot. So those who've been there know what it's like.
Before you get to the big parking lot.
We got the last awning that was available, so we stayed somewhat dry, not really.
No, we did stay dry. We didn't
And
get
we-
really wet till we came around to the front.
Yes, so-
We didn't make the first cut. I just want to say
Only
that.
because others cut. So we got in line at 5:30 in the morning. I pulled up with the car, threw my wife, threw Annette out the door, and said, "Get in line." I went and parked. And then the line started to grow from there.
Really grew.
So at 5:30, it wasn't until 1:55 p.m. So we started at 5:30 in the morning. At 1:55 p.m.,
We were actually sipping.
we were actually brought into the brew pub, and we're allowed to order our 3 half pints.
Can I explain though? The way they work it this year, it was a little bit different. This is 2015, obviously. What they do is they take about the first 130. It's not crowded. We've been to Russian River when it's like on a Sunday with half-price brews. You can't walk. What they did, they didn't want to be crowded. They brought the first 130 in at 10:30. They really don't open till 11. And so when we got to the door, we gave them the number in our party, which was ourselves and 2 extremely fun guys that were in the line with us, Greg and Chip. We got a table for 4 the moment we walked in. We ordered our beers, took off our little tabs to give
But
them
you're
the
not
beer.
telling them why we got a table of 4, because it was quicker to get a table of 4 than
Right,
a
then
table
the table
of
of
2.
2, but we actually,
So
these
we were
guys were
playing
great
the
to hang
odds.
with.
We asked which is better, a table of 2 or a table of 4.
They said
4.
4. So we walked right in.
We said they're our friends, and we got in with them.
They weren't our friends?
Well, when you spend 8 hours with somebody, I
When you
guess they
stay
become
8
friends.
hours in the pouring freaking rain with somebody, you're friends.
We don't have a
Bottle opener.
bottle opener. Should I go get that?
I'll go get it. You
Well,
keep
run.
talking about the ratings.
Right, so anyway, because they don't allow you to take it out of the premises, we cannot show you Pliny the Younger. But I do have some videos which will be inserted into this review, so you'll see some of the things. The rain, you'll see the people in line, and I believe I have some shots of the beer. Once we got in, we each got our half pint pours of Pliny the Younger. And then I thought, well, since I'm there, why don't I get a half pint pour of Pliny the Elder too to compare?
Taking the comparison back to that.
I was kind of surprised. So first off, all the hype and everything about Pliny the Elder,
Totally worth it.
Pliny the
It's
Younger.
worth it.
Sorry, Pliny the Younger.
Worth it.
I expected the clouds to open up, the sun to come out, and golden rains of something to shine down on me. Pliny the Younger is extremely good. But when I had my Pliny the Elder next to it, I could barely tell the difference between them. And that's me, right? So
Well-
Pliny the Younger was a little bit sweeter, a little bit. I mean,
Pliny the
it
Elder.
looked the same color. It had, you
But
said
they-
it had a different scent to it.
It did, but the thing
At
was
that
is
point,
they
my
really bumped
nostrils
up.
were so wet from the monsoons, I couldn't really smell much.
They bumped up almost 3% of the ABV.
Right,
And
it-
you
it-
did that without changing a lot of the flavor. That's
It goes from
impressive.
8 to 11.
That's
so,
very
so
impressive.
So they do 3 times more of the hops than they normally do in their standard IPA, which is what they say in their literature, which I don't know what they mean by their standard, assuming it's not Pliny the Elder. And then they dry hop it 4 times during the process. So I expected it to be more dry, actually, because people said it was a dry beer, but it wasn't. It was slightly sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweeter than Elder.
Right.
Um,
Elder is its own vehicle.
Yeah.
It stands. I'll take Pliny the Elder.
So
Hands
my
down,
only
every
comment
day.
is if you've had Elder, you didn't miss much by not having Younger.
But you get the actual ambiance of the whole event.
Yeah, so
And
you'll see the ambiance when I cut in different
I-
scenes in this. It's called Rain. It's called
Rain.
It's called Long Wait.
Rain.
But I'll tell you this, it was well worth it.
Absolutely.
Would I do it
Absolutely.
again in the rain? Not a chance.
Well, that's
if
what
it was
we always-
sunny, yes, but they always have this time of year, so it's monsoon season in California.
But
Contrary
they
to the
said it
song
rained
that
for
says it never
last
rains.
3 years, but all the years prior to that, it didn't rain. So you can kind of pick or choose. You know, yes,
So
the rain would make some people not show up. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you. So,
So-
we
so
probably
what-
really did a good thing by standing in the rain. We also missed it. My advice, there were people that we know that got there at 6 o'clock the day before, 6 o'clock p.m.
you'll see them in the video too.
They got in before 6 o'clock. And they didn't even want to go into the club's open, I mean, the brew club is open, and they don't even want to go into it, because they
Right.
wanted to wait. I wouldn't do that. If I had to do it over again, I would probably get there about 3 or 4 in the morning.
Well, you need to get there early in the morning.
And
yeah.
take
You
a
gotta do it
chair,
again.
you can use a chair, I wouldn't do a ton. I'd do a chair and bring some snacks.
I wouldn't bring a
You
chair.
can't drink in line.
I
There's
would
no
bring some
bottle
snacks.
shelf. Bring heavier snacks.
There's a
and-
coffee house across the street, and there's a Starbucks. They have
Right.
pastries and stuff.
So-
They did have donuts at the front, so we were allowed to go and get some donuts. Russian River folks really did a good job in trying to take care of us. They came
Right.
out and gave us updates. They sold us raincoats because it rained, and Annette destroyed hers.
Well, that's 'cause I destroy
She can't
anything.
stand still.
I'm a little hyper.
It was good. It was not a painful experience, even with all the rain. It was kind of funny at times because of the water falling off the tents.
But everybody's-
Strong winds came and blew the tents over.
Right, but everybody was singing Kumbaya. By the
Nobody's-
time you
I
get to the
didn't-
door, okay, our friends that were with us were. But you sing Kumbaya, you get there, it's for the event. If you are not into a group setting and you hate standing in line and you don't like people to cut in front of you, don't go to these events. That includes Dark Lord Day,
Well-
Surly Darkness. If you don't like anything like
All
that,
right, no-
don't
no-
go there.
no more lecture.
Let's move on.
So the one thing about this one, there's no bottle share at this. It's coffee and donuts.
And it didn't bother me in the least.
It didn't bother me
I
either.
did
It
not
was
feel
no
like
big
I
deal.
had to sit there and drink for an hour.
So
and-
for the other thing, no smoking, no drinking, nothing that's against the law. There you have it, and you'll see the videos as we go through this. So we're
Okay.
enough on Pliny the Younger. Here's Pliny the Elder, since we can't open Pliny the Younger because it doesn't come in a bottle. We've already had this. Obviously, we had it at the
multiple
brew pub.
times. We bought a case, but
Well, we had it once at the brew pub.
we've had it once at the brew club, we've had it
This year,
bottled.
this is the second time we're having it for this year, which is 2015. We've had 2014 and previous year before.
We're gonna go back
It's a
to
big
my
bottle.
original, yes, it's a little bigger than.
12 ounces.
12 ounces, it's a, what does it say, what does the bottle say, what is it? It's a large,
It's 275.
it is a pint, it's 1 pint, 1.25 fluid ounces, it's 510 milliliters.
Okay. That's a pretty big bottle,
I
actually.
wonder why they do that.
All right,
All
so
I'm gonna
anyway,
say is look at the size of this
this was
head.
brewed January
28th.
28th of 2015.
And this is February,
So it's about a few weeks old.
yeah.
All right, so here it is.
Not a few weeks, it's like 2.
It's in our special Dogfish Head glasses, because we like these glasses.
First of all, did you see the,
Nice big head, clear golden color.
okay, so I think right off the bat, it's clear, you got a big head. I'm in.
All right, I already said that. So the nose,
Resin. This is like a pine tree, beautiful.
yeah, definitely a lot of pine.
I don't get a sweetness with it.
It's not.
If there was, it's pretty subtle, it's so subtle, I
There's
didn't
no.
get it.
I don't get things like lemon. I get a little grapefruit. I
Tons
get
of grapefruit.
pine. I don't get any grass.
I get like, you're walking
Maybe a
through a
little bit.
forest.
It's not a pine forest. I've owned property in a pine forest. It doesn't smell like that.
Okay, a
It
make-believe in
smells
my
really good.
mind, a pine
Okay, enough of
forest,
this.
this is what we get, here we
Golden
go.
color, nice head.
Oh, sweet fancy Moses.
Hmm.
Very piney, very resiny. It's not a.
It's very good.
It is not a,
So here's the interesting thing about this. So on Rate Beer, it got 100. Pliny the Younger got 100. On Untapped, yes. On Beer Advocate, Pliny the Elder got a 100. And on Beer Advocate, Pliny the Younger got a 195. So the brothers didn't like it as much as Alder.
did the brothers even make a comment? Oh,
Well, I didn't
sorry,
read
you
it.
said 100.
They said 195. You know, they were so close to me. You could mix them up and I would never be able to tell them apart. And I would bet most people couldn't tell them apart, other than they would know there was a slight difference, at least for 2015.
This is.
We talked to some people in some of the places we went when we were out there, and they said that previous years were more different. They did something this year to make it more, what do they say?
Brighter.
Brighter.
That's exactly what they said.
They said it's
they
more
were
brighter
making it
this year
brighter.
than previous years.
I don't know. Do you see any sunbeams?
I
have no clue.
I don't know what that means.
Is there a dancing unicorn in here? I don't know.
So it doesn't really matter. It's all irrelevant. The beer is really good. I rated a 5. I rate Elder a 5. I rate this special beer here a 5 too.
Oh, that's my jam. Stop doing that.
That was Hop Slam.
Hop
Sorry.
Slam's my jam.
Hop Slam also comes out at the same time.
But it's a oh, goodness.
So-
At the same time, younger, yes, that comes out as well as Barrel Aged Blackout Stout. That's a triple with honey. It's
Right. So some
you
people,
can't put them
I've seen
together.
some people say they didn't like it because it was too sweet. Hop Slam is sweeter. We're not comparing Hop Slam here, but
They're
it was
apples
happening
and
to sit here.
oranges. Apples and oranges. This is a drier than that, obviously.
It's drier.
This is a pine tree drink for me. If I had to say one thing, what comes to mind is this is a pine tree drink, and I like that in the hops.
If you like drier beers, this is drier. This one less dry.
It is a beautiful beverage.
But,
It's worth
but,
the
but
it's
really,
worth the effort
if you've
to get
had
it.
Pliny the Elder, you didn't miss a whole lot with Pliny the Younger.
That's his opinion.
It just has less wrinkles in it. It's a younger version of the Elder.
I
right?
just know
it's
that
when he was more mature, less mature, more energy, more powerful. You know, the athlete.
All I can say is
Sweeter.
I've been standing in line all that time. I sat down and they gave me the younger. I took one drink. I looked at myself.
And she
No, I
said,
didn't-
"Holy Moses."
I did probably say Holy Moses.
Yes.
And I looked at myself from the inside out and thought, that's what we're talking about. I loved it. It was great.
So I thought I wet my pants when I had it. However, because the rain that was creeping up from standing in the puddles, it eventually got to my crotch right about when I drank it. So I really didn't wet my pants from the beer. It was just water seepage up my leg.
And he liked it a lot, regardless of what you say.
All right, so here it is. 5 on my side. I know she gave it a 5.
Absolutely. This is a 5 all day
Watch
long.
watch some of the video that I'm going to insert here. I think you'll find it entertaining, especially the water dripping from the roof. Cheers.
Cheers.
What's up, man? Good morning.
So how long you been here?
Six days. January 25th. They beat us for 3 days. Yeah, exactly.
So you were a fetus when you first got in line.
Exactly.
I was born.
Back then. Yeah.
My mom was waiting for Pliny the Elder 21 years ago.
So you're gonna be first in.
She did us good. Open
So you're gonna be here all 3 hours?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Really?
I
I mean, you've been already been here longer than 3 hours.
I got class at 12. But,
You have class at 12?
that's all right.
Oh, you'll make class.
Yeah.
You just may not remember anything from class.
And then get immediately back in line to do like 2 more.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Thank you.
Stay dry.
I really don't want to know.
Not like kind of hallucination.
using his parents. How embarrassing.